more news, more often. This is Newsnet. Here are the latest local headlines.
Good day, Delmarva. Reporter Rob Petrie here with today's Delmarva News Update. This just in, new details have emerged in the Delaware GOP investigation into the results of the 2020 election. In an exclusive interview, Delaware Republican Party Chairwoman Jane Brady provides an update of where the investigation currently stands and what she and other officials are looking into concerning allegations of fraud.
Particularly interested in tally sheets that aren't required to be kept, but were kept by certain poll workers in Kent County. We want to look at those tally sheets and compare them to the machine totals. We've been told by people who kept those sheets, they don't believe that the numbers they turned in are matched on the numbers that came out of the machines. And so, or that were reported out by the Department of Election. They were what they recorded on the machine, but they don't believe that's what was reported by the Department of Election. We're going to see if there's a discrepancy there. We also think that there remains concern about how many people voted and how many people voted by mail or absentee. And so we're doing an analysis by rep district and in some cases by election district based on some of the information people have given us. Literally between, I say us, between the state committee and the campaigns, particularly Julianne Murray's, we've had hundreds of people who have provided us with information, and we're tracking it down.
Now, the investigation comes after hundreds of people across the state expressed concerns over the results. Moving forward, Brady says she and others are working hard to investigate what happened to prevent this kind of chaos from occurring in future elections.
These procedures for this year's election were adopted in haste under circumstances involving a pandemic. There is no now excuse for 2 years and 4 years and 6 years from now for there to be this kind of chaos and inaccuracies and new systems without people and voters being oriented to how they can vote remotely safely. The process was not a safe one with mailing out, even though we didn't mail ballots like some states, thank goodness, mailing the applications to thousands, literally thousands of people who were ineligible to vote. We don't want that to happen again. And so I want people, particularly Republicans who did not have confidence in this remote voting process, to know that we are going to be affecting and be heard on how that process looks going forward so they can have confidence.
Now, we will continue to provide updates on the investigation as additional information becomes available. This has been your Delmarva News Update. I'm Rob Petrie.
Thank you, Rob, and good morning to everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And this is Jim Weller, and you are watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. It's a live show. We're going to be with you till 9 o'clock this morning. Got lots of things to talk to you about. Different guests are coming in. We're going to take phone calls, and we're just going to see what everybody's been up to this week. And I was looking on the Facebook, and I see Max said good morning to us. So, Max, good morning to you. And Evelyn, how are you doing? So, good morning, everybody. And Dale Duke's out there. Dale, good morning. So, if you're watching on the Facebook, we'd appreciate it if you do us a favor and hit the share button. Or this early in, we wouldn't mind if you started a watch party. If you're watching on YouTube, we'd appreciate it if you'd share it, let people know about it. And, of course, we've got quite an audience on TV Delmarva. And just kind of as a little teaser, we're going to have something very interesting to tell you about TV Delmarva here in the very near future of this morning's show. So good morning. Weller's Utility Trailers will be open at 8, and we're going to go live on the radio and so we got a collage to play for you. Lots of different things. So I just want to say good morning. And it's been a good week. A lot of people are out there shopping, Black Friday specials, different things like that. So there's just a lot of different things going on this week. So Weller's is open. We were open yesterday. And we're going to be open today from 8 to 2 if you're thinking about buying a trailer, a shed, or whatever. So thank you for watching the show. If you like Vanderwin's Ice Cream, we're going to be giving away some gift cards to Vanderwin's Ice Cream. We do that every week, and we're going to be telling you about advertising opportunities, lots of things. We got Mayor Bill West coming on, lots of different people going to be joining us with lots of different things. So I think I'm to prep for the radio. So, folks, I have to take a break for just a second as I prep for the radio. We're coming live on Delaware 105.9. It is going Going to be an action-packed show, and here we go. I hear the music, so thank you very much. We are now live on the radio. So good morning to our radio audience. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jim Weller, and it's another version of Weller Does Delmarva. Now, we have put a lot of time and effort into this show, and we've been all morning talking about things, and now we've decided to start the show. So good morning, good morning. It's live, and I think we're going to play a collage. So listen, but don't stare at your radio, okay? Here we go.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Alicia Hollis from KSI is here to talk about year-end efforts for their program. Pastor Robert Muncy from House of Praise has a positive word of encouragement. Mayor Bill West from the town of Georgetown has all the latest info on the holidays on the circle. We are live from the Weller Complex in Lincoln, Delaware. Here's your host, Jim Weller.
Morning, and a lot of people recognize that voice. That is Bob Backman, Cool Bobby B, and we appreciate him doing our collage voiceover for us every week. And I also want to thank Katie. Katie does a good job of putting that collage together. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. We are live on the radio. We are live on TV. We are live on Facebook, YouTube. We got quite a little audience going on, and I would just want to throw it out there. If you want to join me on the show, if you've got something you want to say or sell or promote, we've got some space for sale. Some advertising space is available. You would come and join me for a 5-minute interview. And we would love to help promote you or your business or whatever you got going on. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to go to my first sponsor segment. And we've got somebody going to be joining us here in a little bit also, talking about the Winter Wonderfest of Lights. A gentleman named Peter will be stopping in. But I recently got hooked up with a power washing company called Easy Clean Power Washing. So this is a sponsor segment, and I just met this guy, and his name is Mike Schaefer's. And we hit it off real good, and a lot of people recommended him and said, you know, Jim, I know you need some stuff power washed. I know you're kind of particular, and I highly recommend this guy. So I met with Mike. He did all kinds of stuff for me out to my house. In other words, he did my vinyl swing set, and that thing was a mess, and he did that. He did my house. He came back, and he did a soft wash of my roof. He cleaned our pavers, our steps. I had a couple enclosed trailers in the yard. He cleaned those. I have a little Kubota tractor. He cleaned that. I have a Husqvarna zero turn. He cleaned that. And everything looks like new. And I'm like, wow, this is really nice. So he came to me. It took 2 days to do everything. And he did a really, really good job. I've got a big building there and a garage in my house and all that. So I'm just letting you know that it's a time of year. People are putting up Christmas decorations. They're going to have people over for the holidays. And you want your place looking spiffy. Well, I'm just letting you know he's got an incredible offer for you today. If he can get you worked in the next week or two, he is going to take and give you a free estimate, okay? And then he's willing to take 20%, not 10%, not 15, but 20%. It's just trying to finish his year with a bang. We got some good weather ahead of us, and he wants to go ahead and do some power washing. So if you've got something you need done, whether it's your home or your deck or equipment or whatever, you give Mike a call. He'll give you an estimate, and then you would take 20% off of that as long as you mention Weller Does Delmarva or Jim Weller. But you got to let him know that, okay? And he's only got room for just a few more openings this year. So I'm going to give you his number. His name is Mike. It's called Easy Clean Power Washing. If you would, look him up on Facebook. He's got some great Google reviews. Really like this guy. He does a good job at a fair price, and he does what he says he's going to do. So phone number, are you ready to save 20%? You call 302-381-8305. That's 381-8305. And it is Easy Clean Power Washing. And he will do a good job for you, okay? 302-381-8305. Mention me, mention the show. You will save 20%. 20% is a lot of money. Let's just say it was get $50 off. That brings it down to $200. So pretty good. Hey, we got quite a few people watching on Facebook. So we say thank you there. Jack Riddle, good morning to you. And I just want to say, hey, everybody. And, I see Jerry Carroll is watching us. So a lot of people. We're on TV, Facebook, YouTube, radio. we're everywhere. So, and we're out in the middle of nowhere in an undisclosed location doing the show. So we got different guests going to be on. I do want to give away some gift cards to Vanderwins, and I also want to take just a moment and hear how your Thanksgiving was, okay? So do you cook your turkey in the oven? Do you deep fry it? So going to open the phone lines. It's 422-7336, 422-7336 if you would like a couple gift cards to Vanderwins. Now, if you've won in the past week or two, give somebody else a chance to win because we can only take so many phone calls per show anyway. So anyway, with that said, 422-7336 if you want to share with me how your Thanksgiving was, or if you want to share with me how your Thanksgiving was, or if you want to get a couple gift cards to Vanderwins. So 422-7336. And good morning to each and every one of you. I got people sending me messages on Facebook, and I see Barry is watching. So anyway, got lots of different people watching on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, and thank you for the audience. Again, if you ever want to advertise on this show, I can guarantee you I got an audience like nobody else has got. Got quite a few people watching and listening, and they're very responsive. We've been doing this show now 8 years. So 422-7336, 422-7336, if you would be willing to share with me how was your Thanksgiving and how do you cook the turkey, okay? So I was just wondering about that. Now, what was I going to say? We have another location that we're going to be going to in the near future. We're just waiting to see about all of the rules and regulations and where we should go and where we shouldn't go and what we should do. So just want to let you know there'll be some new news on that here in the near future. And I want to thank another sponsor, supporter of the show. Everybody has to have insurance, whether you got an automobile or a home or you own a business or whatever, and you want to deal with a good insurance agent, okay? One of the biggest things I hear from people is, I had a problem, and when I had a problem, my insurance person was nowhere to be found. They just gave me an 800 number, and I felt lost. Okay, so what I'm saying is this is a sponsor segment for L&W Insurance Agency, and what they are very known for is customer service. You can buy insurance anywhere. You can just pick up the phone, you can go online, but what you can't anywhere is good quality, I know your name, you're not just an account number type service. And L&W has been serving our community for over 80 years, whether it's personal, residential, whether it's health insurance, disability, whether you own a business and you need liability insurance, whether you're doing a show and you need media insurance, whatever you may need. I'm just letting you know L&W Insurance Agency are professionals at what they do. If you have insurance, they will be more than happy to look at what you have and say, hey, I would critique it this way if you want to stay with who you're dealing with, or if you want to consider dealing with L&W, they would share with you what they would do for you. So it's L&W Insurance. What is the phone number? 302-856-7828, 856-7828. Let's call it now. No, I'm just kidding with you. 856-7828, lwinsurance.com, and they're very active on Facebook. Now, I am surprised that the telephone has not rang. The phone number is 422-7336, and I just want to let you know operators are standing by. That's me, Colin. I just want to make sure it really was going to ring. I thought maybe we had an update in our phone system. Actually, I took the little device home with me, which made me wonder if it was working 100%. But anyway, I recently discovered my little phone device that I use for the show, the telephone thing. I don't know what I would call it. It's a little device. Had no idea about this. I discovered it while reading my phone bill. It's a MiFi or Wi-Fi, whatever the words are called. MiFi, Wi-Fi. It's MiFi now. So anyway, I got this MiFi that's the phone line for the show that includes unlimited internet. And I'm thinking, holy mackerel, I've been sitting at home wanting to watch something, but too cheap to buy more internet. And all this time, I had this device that we used one morning a week for 2 hours that I could have been having more. I could have watched more movies. So anyway, I take it home during the week. All right. Is that a phone call? Hello? Uh-oh. Caller, are you there? Hello? Oh, I know they're there. I just can't hear them. Are you hearing them, Colin? All right. Try back if you would. Just hang up and call back one more time. 422-7336. 422-7336. Anyway, so I take this device home with me this week, and now I'm getting a complex. I'm not getting any phone calls, and I'm worried that I mess up the settings on the device because it was a little complicated. But, man, it was better internet than what I had. And all this time, I'm talking for years, I've had this device and never realized it included unlimited internet. And you know what it's like. I mean, the struggle is real. When you live out in the country and you're buying internet by the gigabyte, you think unlimited is like, man, that's like the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus all came at one time. So anyway, all right, so I just want to let you know that we're here. Going to be taking a call about 7:35-ish from Justin Ward. Hey, I did mention Colin Walls is going to be on at about 7:30, and he's got the offer, okay? He's got an official sealed document. It is the offer for people to be able to buy TV advertising on TV Delmarva, his year-end special. Now, I heard the phone ring. Caller, are you there?
I'm there. Just wanted to let you know it's working just fine.
Well, good. And where are you listening or watching from?
I'm listening on my radio in my check and in my truck, and I'm headed down to Hopewell, Maryland, which is near Chrisville, to strip and wax a floor.
Are you really?
And yeah, that's what I do. I've been doing this for 30 years.
Wow.
And you were asking about Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
I got to tell you, no cooking at my house this year. I decided I was going to work. I lost my wife about 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so many people told me you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, but, you have to do what's right for you.
Bingo. So I would agree. Was your wife sick for long?
About a year and a half. Yeah,
okay.
She, COPD. You guys out there that smoke cigarettes, please put them away. I mean, it's horrible. She was 74 years old, and she was smoking since she was 14.
Okay.
I watched her try to stop. There was no stopping. And so I guess the good Lord took them from her.
Right.
But that's all okay. That's all okay.
Yep.
I'm trying to keep a positive view on it. The poor girl isn't suffering anymore, and here we go.
Right. I agree.
And I'm working. That's all. I bought a trailer from you, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
And it's still doing well, but I'm going to be looking soon for an enclosed trailer.
Okay. I don't blame you.
It's I don't have to unload that every time I get home.
Correct. Well, hardwood floors, you're a hard worker. I've seen them take that big machine and sand the floor and a lot of dust and bending over and wiping everything. And it's a lot of work doing them hardwood floors.
We don't do hardwood. We do vinyl. We strip the old wax and put new wax down.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, that's what we do. I've been doing it for 30 years. And believe it or not, there's not many of us left.
And
I get calls. Last year we worked near Louisville. We worked near Memphis because they can't find people to do this. And I think mainly people don't want to work that hard no more.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Now, will you do just a kitchen like in a house like my kitchen? Or is it got to be commercial?
I usually only do commercial work, and I'm going to say something very negative, okay?
Okay.
When I first got into business, I used to do homes, and I probably still got somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 bad checks. That some of them are 20 years old, and so and they'll tell you they don't have no cash in it, but today, if you have a checking account, you got a debit card attached to that account.
Right.
But they don't want to use that.
Wow.
But anyway, some years ago, I started only doing.
Now, I've had a recent education in waxing kitchen floors. My wife got up the other day before Thanksgiving at 3 a.m. to wax the floor So it would be in
right.
good order for the less than 10 people that showed up. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it linoleum or is
Yeah.
it tiles?
No, it's linoleum, and it's
Yeah. Linoleum's a little different,
okay.
but it can be done. I mean,
Really?
they can look perfect, you know.
Wow.
But
Well-
but I appreciate it. I just wanted to let you know your phone was working. 'Cause,
All right. Do you want any
go
gift
ahead.
cards to Vanderwins?
I'm sorry.
Would you like a couple gift cards to Vanderwins ice cream?
You know what? I never get up that way, Jim. But
Okay.
If you want to give them to somebody else on my behalf, you just go right ahead.
Okay. Well,
You know.
I'm going to thank you for calling. I'm going to thank you for your honesty, and sorry for your loss. But if you can find any comfort in, your wife is not suffering.
That's right.
And,
And the good Lord's taking care of her now. And he's the only person I know that could do a better job than me.
Well, there you go. There you go.
All right.
All right. Take care. Okay.
Jim.
See ya.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was a Thanksgiving review. That was the first one I got for the day, by golly, other than the ones I've got in person here this morning. But anyway, so if you want to call in, we got a little bit of time left. You hear me talk about Vanderwins Creamery and Vanderwins Ice Cream, and we like to give their gift cards away. So, you know, if you're listening and you're watching, it's 422-7336. You just give a call. If you'd like a couple gift cards to Vanderwins, I'll give them to you. You got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville. So you're welcome to a couple gift cards, or if you want to share a Thanksgiving story with me, I am up for that. And people say, where's this Vanderwins ice cream? Now, listen to me. It's a very seasonal business, so you got to find out what their hours are for each location. I used to go to Greenwood all the time. I think Greenwood is closed pretty much for the whole winter. But there's Greenwood. There is Fenwick Island. There is Dewey Beach, and there is Bridgeville. And then they have a truck that goes out and about. In other words, I think about it all the time. I like it when I go to events, and there's the Vanderwins truck. So if you love ice cream, if you want to get it by the corner, the pint, or the cup, or the cone, you can get it any way you want at one of their 4 locations. Okay. We're going to take a phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, Jim, I'm right here.
Hey, is this Bill? No, Jim.
No, this is Jim from over Milton in Florida.
I saw you rented a U-Haul truck and hauled some stuff home.
Yes, we did. We sort of cleaned out our house down there a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome back to tax-free Delaware.
Well, we'll be here until Monday. We're flying back to Florida.
Are you really? You left your car down there and drove that U-Haul home, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It was an experience.
Okay.
A good experience. I just thought I'd give you a call early this morning and see how you're doing.
I'm doing okay. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was nice. It was just a real quiet one with Lynn and me. The boys celebrated over there. They invited us, but we were busy unpacking and putting things away, so we just had our little Thanksgiving here at the house.
Okay, well, good. Well, and do you cook the turkey in the oven, or do you not even cook a turkey? How do you cook the turkey?
Well, when tell you the truth, Jim, we didn't have a turkey this year.
Okay.
Glenn and I want to tell you, we had a good Italian dinner. We had spaghetti and hot sausage.
Really?
But when we get to Florida, I'm going to cook a turkey.
Okay.
And I cook it in the oven.
Okay, well, very good.
Yeah.
All right, so are you going to be down there for Christmas and the holidays?
Yeah, we're going to, my youngest son's going to the Panhandle. He rented a house, so we're going to visit him.
Okay.
And then we might come home and switch vehicles and take our Tahoe back to Florida.
Wow.
We're really moving around this year.
I can see that. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, then I'm going to thank you for calling. Do you want a couple gift cards to Vanderwins, or what's your story on that?
Just give them to somebody that really needs them, or whatever. We'll catch up on that when we get back in the spring.
All right. Now, you like Vanderwins, though, correct? You're not boycotting them.
Yes.
Okay.
It spoiled us. You spoiled us with the gift cards, and now we go with either gift cards or without.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, they're a good family to deal with.
Mm-hmm, I agree. All right, well then, happy Thanksgiving to you too, and have a safe journey. Okay.
Okay, and you have good holidays for now and the rest of the year.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. I'll see you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, you take it easy.
All right. Arrived for our segments that are coming up. Alicia Hollis has shown up, and we might take some more phone calls. You never know who we're going to talk to. So people like the Vanderwins. They like the Vanderwins. It is good ice cream. So what is next that we want to talk about? I need to tell you at the 7:30 mark on my radio audience, we do go off the radio. So be prepared for that. We take a break from the radio. They have to identify the station and things like that. So, but we don't stop on TV or Facebook or YouTube. So we need you to understand that we don't want you to miss anything. Okay, because Colin's got some really good news he's going to share at 7:30. So for my radio audience, I need you at 7:30, if you would, to please just go right on over to James Weller on Facebook. Okay, you can watch it, listen to it right there. TV Delmarva Channel 14. So just letting you know that we don't stop talking. And people that know me know that already. They know that I don't stop talking. So anyway, I wanted to say thanks a lot to the phone callers. Do I have time for one more? I do. Real quick, if there's anybody that wants to call and chit chat for a minute or two, 422-7336. 422-7336. I do appreciate each and every one of you in the audience. I like listening or talking to you. I like entertaining you, but I like hearing from you every now and then. So if you want to give a call right now, 422-7336. We are giving away gift cards to Vanderwins. If you like, we'll give you a couple of them. And if you just want to share a Thanksgiving update or whatever, no matter what you had to eat, as long as you were thankful and got to spend some time with some loved ones, it was a good day. So we had a good turnout at our house. Some of my family, in fact, almost every bit of my family. All right, caller, are you there? Hey there.
Hey, Jim.
How you doing?
Jim.
How's it going?
All right. How you doing? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. How about you?
Oh, it was good. I mean, I didn't eat nothing because I couldn't eat anyway, but I was hanging around with the family.
Okay. How come you can't eat nothing? What's wrong with you?
Oh, because I had some problem with the sarcoidosis
Really?
a few years ago.
Okay.
And I can't swallow and I can't nothing. All I can do is just, I still do the feeding. I do the feeding in my stomach now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but you got to hang out with your family.
Yes.
And are you back from Florida?
Oh, yes. I've been back since I came back last Monday.
Okay. And do you want a couple gift cards to Vanderwins?
No, not today.
Okay, not today. And what else is going on in your world?
Oh, nothing but hanging in there and just enjoying my vacations. Enjoying my
retirement.
I don't have work to do anymore. I'm just doing other things for myself.
Well, good. All right, and you're in Seaford, right?
Yeah, right here in Seaford, Delaware.
Seaford, Delaware. Home of the Nanticoke River. It's the home of the Nanticoke River, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you. Take care, okay?
All right, you have a good weekend. I listen to you all the time.
Thank you. See ya.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right. There's 3 good calls right in a row. Bang, bang, bang. So, again, at 7:30, I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. So just switch right over to Facebook. Weller Does Delmarva right there. Or TV Channel 14. Here we go. All right. So, Jim Weller here, and we are continuing on with the show. If you are watching on Facebook, we'd appreciate a big favor. Hit the share button. What else was I going to say? Start a watch party if you would. All right. So this is Weller Does Delmarva. Colin Walls is going to be chatting with me here in just a second. And we got a lot of different people watching this morning. And I just want to say thanks a lot. And we had a nice run of phone calls there. We'll take some more phone calls throughout the morning. You will notice on the show, I'm trying to talk a little slower. It's my New Year's resolution, okay, to slow down a little bit. Huh? I'm just now getting around to it. Yeah. Well, the year's almost over, and I realized I'm a little behind.
Okay.
So
you're a what?
A little behind. Not I have a little behind. I'm a little behind. Okay. All right. You missed it earlier when the gentleman called in about doing the floors. I said something like, that's a job where you have to.
No, I heard it in the back. I hear it all in the back. And he's like, yep, I don't do that.
Oh gosh. Boy. I was thinking about, where I thought he meant a hardwood floor where you get down there and you sand it and you wipe that stuff. So anyway.
Right.
Okay.
He already knew how much work that was.
All right, Colin, you start talking. How's
Okay.
that?
I'll
TV
start talking.
Delmarva.
TV Delmarva. So we've got some good ads, ad packages that we're going to be running here. Yeah, really did this. So we talked about it, and here it is. This is our year-end ad deal. So what you're going to get a minimum of. Remember we talked about 100 ads?
Right. That's
And we
a
were
lot
like,
of ads.
That is a lot of ads.
That's a good, unbelievable, because in the traditional world, at $25, $30 an ad, people are not going to buy 100 ads in a month.
And typically, this deal I'm going to offer, you're going to get guaranteed, like you and I have bought this program before.
Right.
On radio stations. You're going to get 24 guaranteed ads per month.
Okay.
And then you might get some extra. So you might get up to like 50 or 60.
Okay.
Generally, you're going to be in the 40 to 50 range.
Right.
So you and I talked about 100, and I got to thinking, man, that's a lot of ads.
That is a lot of ads.
So I thought, well, let's just make it even more. Since
So
it's
you got
already
a
lot.
package with more than 100 ads.
150 minimum
Ads in a month?
ads in 1 month. Yeah. That's a lot of ads.
Like 30-some ads a week.
That's a lot. I know.
That's a lot of ads. Okay, well, it's been a tough time. Things are odd. People are debating, what am I going to do with my advertising dollars?
Yeah.
I had some people that I talked to this week that heard us talk last week and said, I've never really thought about TV. Always felt it was a little unaffordable, but wanted to give it a try. And I was explaining to him how the station's brand new. The audience is growing every week.
Yep.
You're adding more things and features, and you can watch it on local antenna, but you can also the Roku. And they were like, as many times as we've said it, all that never registered.
Right,
In other words,
sometimes
and they're
it
like,
doesn't.
they're like, I didn't realize that. My mind goes to who's watching TV now. I said, well, a lot of people, but they're watching it differently. In other words. So anyway.
And we're trying to hit them everywhere they are. So they're over the air. Like there are people watching the television over the air.
Right.
That's all I have right now.
And I know people that are watching at tvdelmarva.com.
Oh, lots of people watching tvdelmarva.com, Roku.
Right.
Amazon Fire Stick. So, yeah, they are watching lots of different places. So, let's get to the deal.
That's right.
That's what people want to hear is the deal.
All right. So,
the deal
we're
is...
not talking about 100 ads. Now you've upped it to 150.
150.
Minimum. Could be
minimum.
more.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And so, what you're going to get, it's a minimum of 150 30-second ads per month split among our channels. So, right now we have 2 channels. We have TV Delmarva and Delmarva Newsnet.
Okay.
And then the first quarter of next year, we're going to be adding ASTN Delmarva, which is an all sports television network. We're going to be adding that. And then if you pay for 6 months, you don't have to pay all at once.
If you agree to 6 months.
But if you pay for 6 consecutive months,
okay,
you're going to get the 7th one free.
Oh, I need to do the math on that.
So wait a minute.
So that's 6 months. That's 900 ads, and then you get another 150 free.
Yeah,
that's a very good value.
That's real good value. So how much?
Yeah, how much? I mean, $1,500 a month?
No, actually.
Half that?
How's $4 an ad sound? At 150. Now we're not going to charge you anymore
for the extra ones.
For the extra ones, but at 150.
What's 150 divided into 600?
I don't know.
All right, $4 an ad. What's $4 an ad times 150?
That's $600.
So is that what you're doing?
$600 a month. Yeah.
Really?
Now there's a way to get it for $450 a month, but you have to talk to me directly for that.
Huh.
So
This is. I mean, I want to make sure people know you're not kidding about this. You're willing to sell 150 TV ads on multiple platforms.
Multiple platforms, multiple channels.
For $600.
$600.
Wow. Do they have to sign a long-term agreement? I mean, can they just say, well, I want to just do it for December?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, because I don't think you're going to get
the bang for your buck.
The bang for your
buck. Right.
Yeah.
Advertising is an investment. It's not just a spot buy, you know.
Right. So, but if you want to do that, that's fine with me. We can do that.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'm just thinking there might be somebody listening right now that doesn't even know about advertising.
Yeah.
But they got $600. They want to give it a try.
Well, some people are saying right now, well, I don't even have a TV ad to give you.
Right.
Well,
oh, that's right. You got to make an ad. You got somebody that can do it?
We've got somebody that can do it.
Okay.
For a basic ad.
Okay.
You're looking at $450 production, and that is way cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's TV commercial production starts at $1,000 for a very basic, and it goes up to a couple thousand usually.
Wow.
We'll do it for you for $450. It's going to be a basic ad, but it's going to get your message across
I agree.
to the customer. So,
And that means like you'll go to their business and do an ad.
yeah, we'll go to the
Okay.
business and do an ad.
All right.
All right.
How do they get a hold of you?
302-242-8015. Text or call Colin at tvdelmarva.com.
Okay. All right. I hear the phone ringing. We're back on the radio. Good morning, everybody. You're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. And I just want you to know that we are here for you. And we got lots of different guests going to be on. And it's an action-packed show. And I believe I've got a sponsor segment all lined up with Justin Ward. Justin, are you on the phone?
Morning, Jim. How are you doing today?
Real good. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. We're out getting things done this morning.
Okay. So you're busy, and I'm kind of glad about that. Do you ever take a day off?
When you grow up farming, you usually don't.
Okay.
So, but today we're getting some housework done, so I guess you can call that a little bit of relaxing.
All right. So, Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva, and lots of things going on. I know somebody that their dog ate half their frozen turkey.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, they should have had one of those things in the house that would prevented the dog from doing that, huh?
Yeah, we this time of year we sell a lot of our indoor units. It just works just like the outside fence, where you can put it in the house around trash can, countertops, furniture, the refrigerator, wherever the turkey might have been stored. Or right now we're selling a lot of those indoor units for the Christmas tree. Just like we would area. And the cool thing is you can always set the correction level a little bit different. But yeah, that eating the turkey sometimes can make a dog sick. So
I know.
Having that avoidance solution works out good. But yeah, we can definitely take care of stuff like that, keep them out of rooms, and the correction level, like I said, it gets changed different from inside to outside. Usually they just need a reminder to stay away from certain things, and when that reminder's not there, they go after the turkey.
Right. Well, I'm going to pass that along, in other words, because somebody I know experienced this, and I will instruct her how to do that in the future. But anyway, so free estimates.
Yep, we always carry those solutions on the truck. So even when we're out there, I always recommend people just asking us and reminding them that we have a solution. So,
okay.
We carry them all in the truck, and we can set them up for you when we come out to do service and stuff like that. So.
And so it's a device that you would put somewhere in your house if you had a room that you don't want the dog to go into.
Yep, and then the cool thing is you can charge them for 24 hours, and you can hide them underneath furniture or whatever for 30 days before they need recharging again. So a lot of times it's hard to get, or sometimes the outlets are always full or something like that.
Right.
For a Christmas tree, so you can always hide this underneath. A lot of people do like a snow blanket underneath their Christmas tree. You can hide this device underneath that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. So what did you want to talk about today?
Well, just the biggest thing is I want to remind people, I think we got a good Cyber Monday sale coming up. You can call us and we can get you set up with some collars and I think some products, stuff like that. I encourage people to call and ask questions about it. But if you're looking to get those indoor units, I know we got some sales coming up for them, 20% off, stuff like that. So I encourage everybody to call Monday to get that deal. And check us out. Like I said, estimates are free, so we can come out and just kind of take a look at everything. This time of year, the ground gets frozen, but we still are able to go out and install. We can lay the wire on top of the ground and get started on the train and going over everything. And then as soon as the ground thaws out, we can come back out and take a look at everything and get everything installed properly for when it warms up a little bit. But that way you don't have to wait through the winter time and wait for the spring to get something on the schedule. We can take care of you now, and we encourage people, like I said, this time of year we do have our deals and stuff going on, so now's the time to get on it.
Okay. Well, how do people reach you?
They can call or text at 410-546-2436. Definitely check us out at visiblefence.com. You can type in your zip code, and then we're on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm going to thank you for your support. Have a good day. And
Yep, I appreciate it.
I'll see you when I see you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. There we go. So if you know anybody that had an animal eat any food over the holidays that they weren't supposed to, there's a solution. There's a solution. And I know exactly what it is. We own one of them. It's this little teeny thing that looks like a rock. In other words, we were protecting a turtle at one point with that thing. So anyway, what is next? Alicia Hollis has arrived from Kenton Sussex Industries. So I'm going to talk to her for a couple minutes and see how her world's going. Hey there, young lady. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm well-er. So
you are
anyway,
well-er.
I'm trying. So what was it like, the ride out here? Did you see any deer or squirrels?
I did not see any deer, but it was just a little bit foggy.
Okay.
It's a beautiful morning. Always.
You come all the way from Milford?
All the way.
All the way.
All the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
it's a beautiful morning, and obviously I was really thankful. It's been Thanksgiving.
True.
I have an opportunity to come on your show, which
Yes.
is just a real blessing.
We're honored to have you.
Aw, you're
It's
very
amazing.
generous.
Well,
And
we're
I
trying.
always learn things when I listen to this show.
Okay.
Your sponsors and just different things that you share about the community. So I really hope that people are enjoying listening and learning about what KSI is doing. I wanted to talk about thanks. And we have a calendar that's getting ready to come out, which
yeah.
is all about thanks. And we just got done with the Thanksgiving holiday, and this is just a real difficult year, as you've said before.
Right.
And
Your ability to create funds to keep your organization going has changed dramatically.
that has definitely changed. And believe it or not, I'm not actually here to talk about the fundraising piece of
Okay.
KSI, other than to say that Jennifer Parnell is having another event at
Okay.
KSI on the
Okay.
12th, December 12th. It's a
A
Saturday.
couple weeks away.
She's having another craft show there. So she'll have vendors and different craft people. So if you're looking for something to do on December 12th, it's a Saturday, come to KSI. Not only will you be able to support some local businesses and local vendors, but we will have our KSI calendar there. I was hoping to have it with me today.
Okay.
So that I could show you the impact of families. When we talk about KSI, I think a lot of times we think about the individual that KSI is serving, whether it's an employment opportunity or whether it's exposure and inclusion in the community. But what we don't always bring to the forefront is what KSI means to the family unit.
Okay.
And this 2021 calendar is all about what KSI is doing in the family and how the families are able to go to work or what they're able to do with their day, what the services that we've provided to their changes that they've seen in their loved one. And I was so excited to read those different calendar profile stories and actually to hear the story being told. And it was so awesome to hear some of the parents and some maturity. One of the stories we learned that the mother had recently been in an automobile accident. And so the son and another one of the children who doesn't have a disability, they were the ones kind of helping mom.
Okay.
So for her to see this maturity in her son. One of the other calendar stories is about a man who is married, has a 10-year-old child, and has a job out in the community at Harrington Raceway and Casino. So this story, you get to see what it means to his family from a different perspective because he's the supporter. He's the one providing for the wife and the
Right.
daughter. And KSI is helping that to happen. So we have a big impact on his family. So to find out all the different people, you know, about the services that we provide sometimes to the individual, and we do a good job about talking about the person that we serve and what we're doing. but we don't always get to hear or share the family perspective.
Right.
And, at Thanksgiving, family isn't just about blood. Sometimes family is the extended person who understands you, who cares for you, and it's just this big, huge community. And I love being part of that because I kind of grew up with an extended family. And so I want people to realize that in this time of Thanksgiving, count your blessings and remember that there's an agency that's providing services to adults with disabilities, and it's touching more than that individual. It's touching their family. It's touching the businesses that they work with. And I encourage you to come out to KSI on December 12th so that you can get a KSI 2021 calendar. They're no charge, no cost. We just give our calendars away free. We do have an extensive mailing list, so I know that you're on our mailing list and you'll have a calendar mailed to you. So once we get those calendars in hand and we can get them processed for the mailing, people on our mailing list will be getting a calendar, and anyone who might not be on that mailing list, you have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about KSI, what we're doing for the individual we serve, how we're touching their family, and why I'm so very thankful to be family, and why I'm so very thankful to be part.
Well, sounds like they do a lot of things. I think of KSI, I just think of that building. And then, I go somewhere and I realized, that KSI helped coordinate the job. And then I talked to the employees I have. In other words, I used to go to church with the young. Longer,
right.
But he used to get upset because you closed on snow days.
That's right.
You used to close on holidays.
Yes.
And it upset him because
absolutely right.
loved going to work.
Yes.
And then I got to know his mom and dad, who said, my son has grown. He's got more confidence. He feels like he has more purpose and more direction, and so on. So just myself,
Absolutely.
But when I would talk to him about work, he would light up. It's the highlight of his day.
The day for so many people, and I think part of what makes that happen is just like you and I are engaged in a conversation. That's what they get from the people at KSI. So
it's not just a job.
It's not just a job. So one of the interesting things that's very different about our 2021 calendar is, we have 12 months and we normally profile 12. The person that. So we wanted people to see some of those case managers who are working behind the scenes to make sure that the services that we provide are individualized, person-centered. Each individual we serve has their own support plan. Those case managers know what is unique for each person. And so this is the first year that we have a picture of those case managers because we kept hearing so much about them from the family members and how much it means that when you have someone that who comes hear from them personally that they want to go. It shows that they do care.
He don't want you closing for snow days or holidays.
I do know that, and we hear it frequently. Yeah.
Oh, he wants to go to work. All right, I got to let you go. So when was this event? The 12th?
The 12th, December 12th.
In the parking lot
In the
of
parking
KSI.
lot at KSI. Lots of craft vendors, and I'll be there with KSI calendars.
Excellent. Okay.
Great day.
Yep, take care. See
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. All right, so KSI, what a great craft show, the vendor show, and see what's going on. Listen to me. Another sponsor of the show. Want to say a big thank you. Thank you to Dry Zone, Team Dry Zone. They've got a lot going on. They're growing all the time. They're always adding new employees, team members, and services. So you got to Zone. You got some concrete that's level service, call Dry Zone. If you got a concrete floor like your garage floor and it's all stained up with oil, or you got a business or whatever and you want a new coating on that floor, call Dry Zone. They're doing all kinds of things. They have an electrical division. You're putting up some Christmas lights and you need some more receptacles or something's not right, call Dry Zone. So you can learn a lot about them at dryzone.com. Dryzone.com. Like them on Facebook if you would. They're very, very active there. If you're looking for a new job, you want to make a career change for 2021, Dry Zone is always looking for more people to get involved with Team Dry Zone. So the number is 302-684-5034. Dryzone.com. Like them on Facebook. Tell them I sent you. All right. Now, we're going to be with you here till 9 o'clock this morning, and I would like to know, how am I doing? I'm trying to slow down just a little bit, so I hope it's noticeable, everybody. So with that said, I'm trying to give my conversations with people a little more time and not be so rushed through the show. If you ever want to be on the show, you own a business, you're looking for a new way to get the word out, I'd love to chit chat with you. If you're involved with an organization, you need some help promoting something, keep me in mind. Please be aware. We like to book months in advance. So like, we're not looking for people to be on next week, okay? Or even next month. So we're just a little far out, and we just want you to know that we'd love to help promote whatever you've got going on as best we can. So let's talk about something I'd like to promote. This is in Lincoln. Lincoln's a huge town. A lot of people have heard of Lincoln. They've seen it. It used to be called Lincoln City. Now it's called Lincoln. But right on Route 113 in Lincoln, there's one of my greatest sponsors. All my sponsors are my greatest sponsors. But anyway, Dave Wilson, Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln is having a huge, I believe there's 2 estates being run through today's auction, okay? So there's tons of pictures on the website. There's all kinds of things. Thousands of things are going to be sold. Estate auction, and it starts today at 10 o'clock on Route 113 in Lincoln at Wilson's Auction. There are vehicles, there's motorcycles, there's UTVs, there's a boat, there's equipment, there's tools, there's guns and more guns. There's horse tack, antiques, collectibles, jewelry, Delaware State Fair, and Harrington Raceway stock, both all going to the highest bidder all day and into the evening starting at 10 o'clock today. Then Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction. An auto auction at 6 o'clock every Tuesday night at Wilson's in Lincoln. And next Saturday, let me see if this is right, Saturday, December 5th, they will have the auction in Lincoln, but they're also going to have the Taylor and Messick annual consignment auction. So if you want to know more about this or get involved or you want to sell something, Wilson's Auction is holding a big auction at Taylor and Messick next Saturday, December 5th. They're going to have tractors and a forklift and tillage equipment and planters and combines and lawn and garden and UTVs, equipment and more. It's next Saturday, the 5th at 9, the Taylor and Messick annual consignment auction. And I guess you can call and talk to Jimmy Messick directly about this. So here's Jimmy Messick's phone number, all right? It is 398-3729, 398-3729. I need some people to do me a favor. I need you to call that number and ask Jimmy Messick about his big consignment auction, and I need you to make sure you let him know that you heard about it on Jim Weller's show, Weller Does Delmarva, okay? So Wilson's Auction can get it done. If you got something you need sold or if you want to buy something, go to their sale today. Tuesday night's the auto auction, and next Saturday's the auction at Lincoln as well as the auction at Taylor and Messick. So they are getting it done, serving our area over 40 years. Wilson's Auction, Dave Wilson, 422-3454. Wilson's Auction on the Facebook and .com and so on. Now, can I take some phone calls? Or was he getting ready to? I didn't know if he was going to Vanderwinds or not. But anyway, I want to turn on the phone, 422-7336. If you want to share with me about your Thanksgiving, I'll take that. If you want a couple gift cards to Vanderwinds, I'll put your name on the list for that. So we got a couple minutes before we go to break on the radio. And so I'd like to open up the phone lines, and it's 422-7336. So if you're listening on the radio, You won't see it on the screen. It's 422-7336 is the telephone line. If you would just call and give me a good morning, how you doing? A high five, a thumbs up. Tell me a little bit about your Thanksgiving if you feel like it. And if you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, I'll put your name on the list, okay? We've had 2 or 3 good phone calls today, so it is your turn. Right now, the phones are on. It's 422-7336, all right? Just give a call. You're going to be chatting with me. It's no big deal, and we'll just talk to each other for just a moment or so. I do have more guests going to be on. I've got the mayor of Georgetown coming all the way up from Georgetown, okay? And he's going to be on between 8:30 and 9. And then I have got Pastor Robert Muncy, okay? And he's going to be chit-chatting with me between 8 and 8:30. So if you want to call now. It's 422. I lost my voice. 422-7336. 422-7336. Colin is putting a spotlight in here. I'm trying to create a glare. I know it's a joke, but it's just what we're doing. So I want to remind you that Weller's Utility Trailers is probably open right now. We've been rather busy, so I want to say thank you, and thank you one more time to all the people that bought stuff. We sold out of kayaks this year. That was a big, memorable event. We sold kayaks for years. We decided that we couldn't buy them competitively enough to compete with the big box stores, so we quit selling them. And we sold out of those. Now we are winding down generators. If you ever in your life wanted a generator, unbelievable deal on generators. Did the stream just break? I hope not. TV screen blanked and come back on. All right, I hear a phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, Jim. How are you this morning?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
And who am I talking to?
Emery.
Emery West?
You got it.
Wow. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Tell me
Had a
real.
great Thanksgiving.
You did?
Full of turkey.
Okay.
And I see that you're a giving soul that you even share with your dog.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I forgot to unwrap it, though. I took some criticism for letting my dog eat the netting that was on the turkey. So I need to publicly apologize for that. I had no idea. So.
But I thought that was nice that you did that for your dog.
Yeah, no doubt. And he did, too.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you want a couple gift cards or no?
No, give them to some deserving young kid.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. You watching or listening?
I'm watching.
We look okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going to leave you, okay?
Okay, my friend.
See you, Emery. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. It's that simple, folks. If you want to call, you just need to be, your name needs to be Emery. No, I'm just kidding you. But you can just call like that, 422-7336. We're having a run of people today just wanting to say hi and not needing them gift cards. I don't think I put one person down yet for gift cards. So the Vanderwins gift cards are just piling up. They're getting in the way, okay? So anyway, I just want to let you know we're giving away 2 gift cards to Vanderwins for free. If you don't want to divulge any information about Thanksgiving, I think that's what's got people nervous. They're afraid I'm going to say, how many people did you have at your house for Thanksgiving? How many people? Now, remember, when you call in, our caller ID don't work right half the time, so we don't really know who you are. But did you have more than 10 people? And remember, turkeys didn't count, somebody told me. Okay? So if you got some people in your family that you always refer to them as a turkey, I was told turkeys did not count on Thanksgiving Day. So anyway, you weren't allowed to have more than 10 people. A new rule, kind of interesting. I think they're going to hold that same number for next year. I hope they don't lower it. I wouldn't mind if they increased it just a little bit. So anyway, we're going to take a break from the radio in just a second or so. Is it Lawrence back at the radio station? Lawrence, you're doing a great job. I haven't had one complaint on you yet today. You're doing fantastic, so thank you. But anyway, what was I going to say? It was a joke. I don't ever have any complaints, okay? So that was a joke. But anyway, I want to remind you, Weller's is open. They let me know they're already open. So I guess they just want me to know they're there on time. So thank you for showing up, everybody. So I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. Go to James Weller on Facebook or tvdelmarva.com. Here we go. Is everybody ready? I'm ready. I got to talk. Oh, no, I have to stop talking. Hold on. All right, there you go. It switched over. What happens is the microphone has to switch over. It's a special microphone provided by Kevin Short, and he knows what I'm talking about because he said it was really special when he billed me for it. But you have to stop when you switch from radio to TV and then when you switch back onto the radio. I guess it's something really odd in the microphone. I don't know. Kevin's an expert on everything, and he can dial in on that.
And he'll tell you, too.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
He told me yesterday he was the smartest guy in the room. I was like, really?
And he was in the room by himself on the phone with you. Just kidding, Kevin. We know how smart you are.
We do, Kevin.
We do. We really do.
All right.
Hey, so we're talking about these ads, right?
Okay.
Year-end deal. You're going to get a minimum of 150 ads here
These are on TV.
TV Delmarva, tvdelmarva.com, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, also on Delmarva Newsnet, channel 14.2.
Yep.
And also after the first of the year, or after it's sometime in the first quarter, we're going to have a third channel come on. It's called ASTN Delmarva, All Sports Television Network.
So these ads are spread out amongst all the frequencies, running night and day.
Yep.
150 minimum. Could be more, but 150 minimum.
You will get more than that too. I mean, I can't.
But it's only $4 an ad.
Yeah,
right.
It's $4 an ad at 150. Everything above that just reduces the price.
It does
per ad.
That's an awful good deal.
Yeah. Now here's the kicker to it.
Okay.
Once you get to your 6th consecutive month paid.
Right.
So if you pay, start in December.
Pay by the month.
Yeah. You get to, what would that be? That would be May.
Yeah.
So after you make your May payment,
okay,
June is going to be free.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's buy 6, get the 7th free.
Buy 6 months, get the 7th month free. Yeah.
Wow. Yep. I don't know what that's called. It's not a baker's dozen, but it's a baker's half
I know
dozen.
what it's
pretty
called.
good.
It's called a good deal.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, exactly. So how much?
How much?
$4 an ad times 150 is $600 a month. Now there is a way to get it for $450 a month.
Okay.
You have to contact me directly for that. 302-242-8015.
So it's like a special phone number.
Exactly.
For this TV exclusive
call
offer.
Or text me at that number, 302-242-8015. You can email me, Colin at tvdelmarva.com. You can message me on Facebook or message the Facebook page, TV Delmarva, as well. So what else do we have? We've got other things too, Jim.
That's a heck of a deal right there.
So after Thanksgiving, we've started playing tons and tons and tons of cheesy Christmas movies. You ever watch that channel that's got nothing but cheesy movies on it?
Yeah.
And they play Christmas movies.
Right.
That's what we have. We've got a bunch of those.
Wow.
And we're playing them every day, several times a day.
Really?
You can sponsor that. We're calling it the Christmas movie of the day, but it's going to be more than one movie per day.
Okay.
So you can sponsor that movie.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, get up with me.
So you would have ads run throughout the movie.
Exactly. And you would be, the title sponsor. We would make sure we name you as, hey, thank.
I mean, would the actors come on at the very end and thank you for sponsoring
We'll
the
have
movie?
to talk with them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I saw, there was a Dudley Moore movie on last night. So
right.
We might have a little trouble getting up with him because he's over in England or somewhere. And
he could be watching now. You never know.
He could be watching TV Delmarva.
Well, he just wants to know if you get ready to play his movies.
That's right. Yeah.
What kind of station is he on?
Exactly. So here's another thing we have. We're going to start here soon on TV Delmarva. So we have Delmarva Newsnet, which is a 24-hour news, which we also put in our local news segments in it.
Okay.
We're going to start doing a 1-minute headline on TV Delmarva.
Okay.
It's going to run 10 times per day. And you've got this is not. Oh, yeah, this is it. So 10 times a day. Yeah, so it's going to be 4 30-second ads. And then you will also be named as a sponsor of that local headline update.
Okay.
So I don't have a price on that yet that I want to give out right now.
Okay.
But you can call me if you're interested in that.
Okay.
So there's a few details. But what we're going to do is if you sign up for that before the end of the year, we're going to do the same thing. Every month you sign up for that, we're going to give you that 150 bonus ads as well.
Daggone.
Yeah, so we know that's a $600 value.
I'm a little confused, but I know this much. Colin's giving away some really good deals here.
I am giving away really good deals.
Call him right now before he changes his mind.
Give me a call, 302-242-8015. Colin at tvdelmarva.com or message the Facebook page, TV Delmarva.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Colin. All right. Do I got time to take some phone calls, or you think we're going to go back on the radio? All right, I'll hold up on that. All right, so anyway, everybody, Weller's Utility Trailers is open, no question about it. We'll take some more phone calls in a little while. I was going to test my audience there. So I like to know who's listening on the radio. I like to know who's listening on TV, on Facebook, on YouTube. There's so many different formats here. There's a lot going on. So we want to say thanks a lot. Everybody is doing well here. I'm trying hard. I've had a couple comments. People like the fact that I'm trying to slow down and not talk so fast. So I'm doing my darndest. So anyway, good morning, good morning. I hear the radio getting ready to come. I'll be quiet for a second. Okay, there you go. That was a smooth transition back onto the radio. You're listening to and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. Weller Does Delmarva. We got up early this morning. We spent 10 or 15 minutes planning all of our thoughts and getting them together and doing the show. And we do this show each and every week. And you say, how many times have you done it? I haven't said it in a while. Where is that number? 377 times. 377 Saturdays in a row. Never missed a show. I took a couple vacations, but I had somebody do the show. So this show has survived longer than many radio personalities' careers even last. So anyway, we're here for you, everybody, and we're always looking for people to be on. We're always looking for cash-paying customers. If you ever want to buy any advertising, we're open-minded to that. Speaking of an advertiser, this is a sponsor segment, folks. So I have to say that. It says sponsor segment, warning. Jerry Santoro. It's Jerry's Lawn Care. People say, Jim Weller, I never heard a guy. So one of them limbs is going to fall and tear something up. So if you need tree work, he's got and push them back a little bit because I got plenty of woods and I'm just going to let them sit there and do their thing. I'm going to let them marinate on their own. So a bucket truck. If you have a project that requires a bucket truck, he can help you with that, okay? He also does landscaping. He does irrigation systems. This is the time of year I hope you have winterized your irrigation system. But anyway, he also does, he digs footers and foundations. He clears building lots. He does lawn care. If you're planning snow removal, he can help you with that. So what's his name? Jerry. It's Jerry's Lawn Care. Jerry Santoro. Phone number 302-363, I got to double check, 6025, 363-6025. Dial it in that order. Give Jerry a call. Estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's an honest guy. I'm happy with him. And he's got firewood, hardwood, seasoned firewood by the ton, by the cord, by the truckload, the trailer load. You come pick it up. He deliver it, whatever you need done. Give Jerry a call if you need firewood. 363-6025, Jerry Santoro, okay? Now, my next guest, I've been thinking about questions, okay? So I reached out to the community, and I said, what kind of a question would you like me to ask Pastor Robert Muncy on air with no dump button, no way to stop anything? What would you want me to ask this gentleman?
The pressure is on.
So, some of his closest friends did not respond. So, I had to go to people that don't care for him, and I couldn't find anybody there. So, I thought, well, I'll just welcome him and chit-chat with him. So, how's that?
Well, that's good. I'm glad to see that my firewall is working.
It's working very well. You've protected yourself well, right. Oh, my gosh. So, anyway, how are you?
Things are good. Things are good. And I wanted to... I know you've been busy giving away trying to give away Vanderwyn ice cream.
But everybody's on a diet.
Yeah, I mean we're recovering from Thanksgiving. Oh. But I don't think I ever gave you one of these. This is a book that I wrote.
Oh,
and
really?
It's been out for a while.
Wow.
And so I'm giving you a signed copy of that.
Really?
Yes.
My own personal
signed copy.
You wrote a book.
I did.
Well, this is so nice.
That's actually off of it. It came out of the time, and you actually were involved with us at that time when we lost our daughter. And it's kind of my journey through that part of my life.
Okay.
And it's gone on, and I get a lot of good comments from people that are dealing with stuff like that. So I thought,
thank
I don't
you.
think I ever gave you a copy
No,
of that book.
but I
So
thank you
there
for that.
go.
All right, your friendship has been all I needed up till now, but I'll take the book too. Thank you very much.
So but it's good. It's good to be with you. again.
Here's what I like. You're a pastor, but you laugh, you tell jokes.
I do. I try to.
You're just a regular human being. You know what I mean? In other words,
try
and
to be. We've had,
genuine would be my word for that.
sometimes people that do what I do, we kind of are the removed ones.
Correct.
And depending on what church I might be pastoring, we even put a fence up across the front so
So you
people
can stay
can't
away.
get to me.
Right.
But
So-
no, I'm a real person, and in my life early on, I had an encounter with Jesus Christ that radically changed me, and I've never been the same since. And I think Jesus likes to laugh, and I think he tells some pretty good jokes if we'll pay attention.
Right. Because he knows us like nobody knows
He
us.
knows us like nobody knows us. So.
Can we switch gears for just a minute?
Yeah.
Jack Fitzgerald recently passed away.
He did.
A real pillar and icon in our community, impacted my life
Oh, my goodness.
tremendously. But I'm sure he impacted yours.
Absolutely.
And I just wondered if there's any memories. I'm really sidetracking now, but I got you here, and it's.
Well, I actually had the privilege. The Fitzgerald family asked me to do the committal
Oh,
at the
really? Okay.
Because they did that first, and then the celebration service was
Couple
I think
weeks.
a week later, or
Right,
whatever.
yep.
And I was actually at. And yeah, Jack and Karen both, just from our earliest days as Christians. I mean, they took us in and were like mother and father to us in a lot of respects. And I'm not sure. I'm pretty, well, I guess I should say, I'm pretty sure I would not be where I am today if it was not for the influence of Jack and Karen Fitzgerald.
Yeah, they
and
have molded a community.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and they've touched people all over the world. But just the way they ran their business, things they did. I'm not saying everything was ever not without challenges and
Right.
difficulties.
Yeah.
But it's how they navigated through those challenges and difficulties.
The back in the day when they were doing the marriage advances through Full Gospel Businessmen, Linda and I went every year, and most of those years our attendance was sponsored by somebody because we couldn't afford to go away for a weekend and stay at a hotel and do all that. But yeah, we had some incredible changes in our marriage because of those weekends.
Yeah.
And so there are those people that, and I guess it's what I appreciate about living in a local community like we do. We have these people that are put their whole lives, they've lived here, and many of them have touched us. And even if they haven't touched us directly, they've definitely touched us indirectly because they've
Right.
made the community a better place.
They have. There's no question.
And our quality of
and his
life.
children still running
Yeah.
the business, and and his saying was, "Jesus recycles people, we recycle cars."
Yeah.
And he was into recycling before recycling was even a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just so far ahead of his time. In other words,
And I one story, I actually went with Jack to a state auction where they were selling,
okay,
because Jack every year bought. Me, because you probably know this equipment better
Okay.
than, so I did. And I was amazed. It was my first time that in a public setting, I watched people make fun of Jack because of his faith. And how they were going to one-up him in this auction. And I just watched him in character just stand there and not get sidetracked by it, didn't throw comments back.
Right.
He just, he just was Jack.
right.
And at the end of the day, he still brought home more equipment than
Right.
all the rest of them combined.
But he's employed many people over the years, and he's just done a lot of good
Yep.
things. So and that is the measure of a person is
Yeah.
is what is said beyond their life.
Yeah.
on earth.
I mean, he lives on in all of us that he touched.
Yep, I agree.
And
agree.
that is, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. That
But I just was thinking about it. In other words,
they
and,
were dear friends. Well,
Yep.
obviously Karen still is, and we're friends with the
Yep.
family and all that. But yep,
what you meant to say was they kept you as a friend.
yeah, they did that. They did that.
All right. So, what else did you? What's your church got going on? So, talk me through what's happening at your church, because there's
Well,
so much uncertainty right now.
we're
Not
just trying-
I don't mean with your church. I mean,
We're just
with
trying to
churches.
adjust like everybody else. With the now early on we installed right when we or shortly after we reopened again in June. We installed UV lights in all of our air handlers, so our
Did you
entire
really?
environment is run past a UV light continually. So every
No kidding.
15 minutes, the interior environment of our church is totally refreshed. past
Really?
UV lights. Yep.
Well, that's pretty something.
And we upgraded to the highest MERV filter systems that you
Okay,
can put in the
for your
air
heating and air,
handlers.
yep.
We brought in we switched cleaners. We weren't dissatisfied with our previous one, but they didn't have the ability to do more disinfecting.
Okay.
So every Friday, the whole building is disinfected. So, I mean, starting this Sunday again, we're going to start checking temperatures when people come
Okay.
in. If you got 100 above, you probably
Okay.
should go to the doctor.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we're taking the precautions. I mean, we moved our chairs, we've opened up space, and I think like with every other church, it's been a mixed bag. We've got
Yeah.
some people that like what we've done. We've got people that don't like what
Right.
we've done. You're kind of on both
Right.
sides of that. But one of the things for us, when we looked at us as a community, we had to make the decision that, I mean, one, COVID is real. It's serious. I know people that have personally been very sick from it. I know a few people that have passed because of it. And I know a lot of people that have had it and they're up and fine. So it's absolutely real.
Right.
But there's a lot of other things we face as human beings besides COVID. And part of that is just our own mental health as people.
Right.
And we hit the place of doing broadcasts like this. We do our live stream and all that. It's good. It has its place. We're trying to be as creative with technology as we can. Created for this.
Correct.
And if I don't get the things I fabricate in my mind about you because I haven't actually seen you.
Right. Yep, I
And-
agree. People need that interaction, that human.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
And
human
so-
spirit was designed to feed off of the human spirit.
Yeah, and we need the ability to laugh together,
Right.
to tell the jokes together,
Right. And to cry together.
Yeah,
You know,
we need
and-
to be able to do it all.
Yep.
And so for us, we were like, okay, we're about keeping people healthy, but our health is broader than just COVID.
Right. Right.
So we're
So
we're
what time
doing
tomorrow?
10 o'clock, and I'm actually speaking tomorrow. Which
Oh,
is
my
amazing.
gosh.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Still
every
come
Sunday.
anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You always have a good word. It's always relevant. That's what I find with you. I like that.
Well,
It's
we've been walking
timely, I guess
through-
would be the word.
Yeah, we've been walking through the first couple verses of the Beatitudes out of Matthew 5, and just, blessed are the poor in spirit, those that mourn. We've just been walking through that, and there's some things I've been seeing that people seem to be enjoying what I'm adding to that, and I think Jesus really had some important stuff to say.
Well, there. Big coming up. Anything you want to share? I don't know when I'm having you on again. So.
Yeah, well, right now we're kind of in a holding pattern like everybody else.
Right. Nobody's wanting to flood the floor.
Yeah, we're not scheduling any conferences or any of the normal stuff that we
Right.
do. We're just doing our best to show
Stay
up every
normal
week,
in the abnormal.
Stay normal. Yep.
All right.
Yep. So I don't have any big announcements at this
All right.
point, but
Just on a side note, how's Linda?
she's doing well.
Okay.
Doing well. I think she's sitting at home in the den watching us right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we need to look right and act right. We need to act right even if we don't look right.
So,
All right.
I mean, in this season that we're in, besides COVID, and then you put the whole political stuff into it and all that, I just have come to the place of going, one, I just need to stay focused on the simple things. I felt like back in the midsummer, in one of my times with the Lord, he just said, it's about the gospel. Don't lose sight of the gospel.
And don't make it complicated.
And don't make it complicated.
Right.
And I went back to the Beatitudes, and I've been there ever since.
Wow.
And going, regardless of stuff,
Right.
Jesus is still on the throne.
No
Kingdom
doubt.
is still advancing.
No matter who's president, he's still king.
He's not wringing his hands and going, oh my goodness,
What am I going to do? Right. Do I need 10 people or 50 people?
Yep.
He needs all people.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I appreciate the opportunity. It's always
Yep.
good being with you.
Well, good. So
And,
tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, if you wanted to meet
Yep.
Pastor Robert Muncy, you
Yep.
could. And Route 30 did a great job.
Yeah, that crew, there's
Yep.
a couple of them that did it. We are so pleased with how that
Yeah,
whole thing came in.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, the inside's all done, and if I got a few seconds more.
Okay.
One story about you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
When you and Denise were coming to the church,
Right.
one of the first Sundays that you came in, you had to walk through an area that had been various things, but at the time you guys were there, it was like a giant walk-through closet.
Okay.
And you had to go through that to get to the sanctuary. And on one of the Sundays, you stopped me after church, and we're standing in that room, and you look around and you go, I just have a question. I'm like, what's that? He goes, what is going on here? Because I can't make sense out of this. And that question revolutionized my thinking.
Oh my gosh.
Because what I realized was I had become blind to a mess.
That was because you were
you
had
used-
what's called familiar vision.
Yeah, because I
Yep.
walk through it every day.
Yep.
But you, a new person, went, oh
What
my
is this?
goodness, what are they doing here?
Wow.
And we said about, that was really the genesis, I'll say, to everything we've done at the building from that point on. It's like,
Because of my one question.
Yeah, in the back of my mind, there's Jim Weller sitting there going, what are you doing here?
Right. You're making me pay attention to too much stuff.
I was like, so I always want to make sure I got an answer for the Jim Weller in my head.
Hopefully I leave you alone when you're sleeping.
So far,
All right.
yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for the book. Thank you for your friendship.
Been great being with you. Thank
Yep.
you for your friendship.
And
Give Denise our
if I
love.
don't see you, Merry Christmas, okay?
Yep, we're going to
All
do
right.
it.
All
We're
right.
going to do it.
I'll leave you.
All right.
I tried to slow down today. I don't know if you noticed. All right, see ya. Thank you. Pastor Robert Muncy, everybody. And I want to just say I appreciate him, his witness, his work, and all that's going on in the world. Listen, it's a crazy time. Can you imagine being a pastor of a church right now? So let's just brag on one more little sponsor segment, and then I got something to try to sell you, okay? But everybody knows I like my chiropractor, in other words. So this is a sponsor segment, and I deal with Peninsula Chiropractic Service. And people say, well, Jim, no wonder you talk about them so much. Well, it's more important than that. I deal with a lot of places that I wouldn't talk about, okay? I like Dr. T and Dr. Bud at Peninsula Chiropractic Center because I get results, not because they just are good talkers or make me feel warm and fuzzy. I get results. And when you need chiropractic care, and sometimes you don't even know if you need chiropractic care. I tell the stories about I had a grandchild that wasn't hearing correctly, and my daughter was going to have possibly a medical procedure done, and Dr. T just said, listen, can I just do a little chiropractic adjustment? Sometimes, relieving pressure helps people hear better. And I was like, okay, we'll give it, and it worked. And I've had a couple other situations with some of my grandkids where he has helped with things that really made a world of difference. So what I'm saying, if chiropractic care will help you, give them a call, okay? When you call on the phone, they're very friendly, very personable, just a great, honest place to deal. When you need an appointment, they'll try to get you in as quick as they can. Their hours are very accommodating. So it's not your normal medical transaction. It's like a wellness center with a friendly bunch of people, okay? So it's Peninsula Chiropractic Center for chiropractic care. They accept most insurances, and their phone number is 629-4344. So when you call them on the phone, dial it right in that order, 629-4344. Tell them I sent you. They're very active on Facebook, and on the web, it's peninsulachiroCenter.com, okay? So with that said, I see the mayor of Georgetown has arrived. We're going to be chatting with him right after we take our 8:30 break from the radio. I don't know if Colin's joining me at 8:30 or what we're doing then, but anyway, I just want to let you know that we've got a lot more of the show to go. I have purposely slowed down and try to talk just a little clearer and a little slower, okay? I do have a billboard for rent. I have an electronic billboard on Route 113 in Ellendale. People say, man, that thing is in my face, okay? Don't be complaining about it to anybody, please, all right? Especially Del Dot. But just saying that it's a pretty bright, visible sign for rent, so you can buy an ad on both sides of that. I also have a billboard over at Weller's in Bridgeville. We just did one side of it with Weller Does Delmarva, and the other side is for rent. So if you're interested in talking about advertising on a billboard, I'd be glad to talk to you, okay? All right, so with that said, they tell me Weller's is busy already, but we will take care of you, okay? It's not abnormal to sell 7, 8, 9 trailers on a Saturday, in normal days, 4 or 5 trailers. So be aware, we will take care of you. We've got 4 people working there today. Well, there's really about 10 people working there, but in the front end, there's 4 people. So if you need a trailer, a shed, a carport, a swing set, all kinds of things, we are really experiencing plenty of product on order, but everybody's got something that's holding up something. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, we would ship the trailer except we're missing this little part, or this other company can't get enough wood for the wood floors in the trailer. So every trailer company's got a story, and then there's freight problems. So just be aware, if you're a contractor and you're going to spend some money between now and the end of the year, I would like you to do it the sooner the better, because we don't know how long any of us are going to be allowed to be open. And on top of that, I don't know what kind of inventory I'm going to have. The other day, we got 9 dump trailers in, and we're selling 3 and 4 a day. Well, in 2 or 3 days, we're out of dump trailers again. And we're only supposed to get 1 load a month. But right now, I'm going to get 3 more loads of dump trailers this year, Lord willing. Okay? So if you want a dump trailer, I'd like you to call and talk to the guys. They know what we have. Be getting all of those in. Okay? 337-8228 if you want anything. They will help you out. I do have one more little sponsor segment I want to do. It's my accountant. His name is George Luff, 3 locations, Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth. I'm very happy with him. It's the time of year we're talking about a little bit of year-end tax planning and what should I do and how can I avoid not paying any more taxes than I want to pay or have to pay or would rather pay. So anyway, if you need help with accounting, he can help you out. Another thing they do is payroll. It's called an easy payroll system. We've been dealing with them probably 3 or 4 years now on that, where they just help compile all our payroll stuff, and Jenny don't have to be bothered with it, okay? And they could take care of as much or as little as you would like help with that. And even if you don't deal with them for your accounting, they will still help you with your payroll if you want to use their easy payroll system. So it's called Luff & Associates, 3 locations, Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth. 1 phone number, 422-9699, 422-9699. And we appreciate Tyler and George and Team Luff for show is called Weller Does Delmarva, and as you hear these businesses, they're paying for those advertisements, and I appreciate their support of the show. It makes it so we can do the show. So anyway, Weller's is open. It's wellers.com on the web. Like us on Facebook if you would. We do have a few flagpoles left. I got a flyer from the flagpole company the other day, and they're selling them for like $299, and I'm selling them for $177. That's an absolute fact. I am over $100 less than the company I bought them from's website price. I bought hundreds, and then I bought hundreds more, and we're down to less than 100, maybe less than 50, maybe less than 30. But we are liquidating flagpoles, so if you ever wanted one, they're a 20-foot tall aluminum telescopic flagpole, all made in the USA, holds 2 flags, comes with 1 flag, and it's made in the USA. And the stars and the stripes are sewn on it. Nice quality piece of merchandise for $177. Colin's shaking his head, so I just remembered Colin bought a couple of them. So anyway, all right, so we're taking a break from the radio. Please follow us right now. To my radio audience, just go to Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook or tvdelmarva.com right now. All right. Now, we stopped talking for a second. Now we're right back at it again.
Yep.
Colin, I need you to tell me what you're going to tell me.
Tell you what you're going to, okay.
Are you going to talk about the special or what is on your mind?
I'm going to talk about, I've got lots of specials, but this is the special. It's the year-end ad deal, so you're going to get a minimum. These are ads on TV Delmarva. So
TV Delmarva. Roku device, Amazon Fire Stick, over the air.
Channel 14 over the air, yeah.
Yep, or tvdelmarva.com.
Exactly.
Okay.
So here's the deal. You're going
right.
to get a minimum of 150 ads per month. We
Okay.
talked about it last week, and we were talking about how 100 ads is a lot of ads.
Lot. 150 is a lot.
And 150 is 1.5 times a lot.
Yes, that's a lot.
So 150
Lot of
minimum,
publicity.
and most likely you're going to get more. I can't guarantee it, but I can guarantee 150 of them. At that 150, $4 a piece is $600 a month.
Right.
Now I've got a way for you to get it for $3 a piece, but you got to talk to me directly for that.
Okay.
Colin at tvdelmarva.com, 302-242-8015. At $3 a month, or $3 an ad comes to $450 a month. That is
Wow.
a deal. And let's add this in. The 7th month you pay consecutively, you're going to get that month free. So the 6th month you pay, you're going to get the 7th
At
month
the end of the
free.
6th month, your 7th month is free.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just need people to call Colin and let
Yeah.
him explain this. It's 242-8015. If you ever thought about buying TV ads and you want to hear the scoop, and Colin's no high-pressure salesperson, so he just wants to review it with you in detail.
No, that deal speaks for itself.
That deal speaks for itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So here's another deal: local headlines. So we're going to start doing local headlines on TV Delmarva. We already do it on Newsnet. We do a 3-minute version.
Okay.
This is going to be a 1-minute version. So what it's going to be is during this 1-minute news headline segment, local headlines, you're going to have your branding or logo on the screen during that.
Okay.
Plus, you're going to get a 30-second ads immediately after it. So
Okay.
we're gonna call you out as being the sponsor of it.
All right.
And then we're going to give you the logo on the screen during that 1 minute. Then we're going to give you a 30-second ad after that. All right. And then, if that's not enough, we're going to, if you sign up between now and the end of the year, we're going to to you as well. So 150
Really?
ad. And we're going to do the same thing. Pay for 6 months, get the 7th month free.
All right. Call Colin now, 242-8015. That was a lot for me to digest, in
Yeah.
other words. So,
I
all
can
right.
give you all the details if you talk
All
to
the
me.
details. And he's ready. He's
ready.
ready. I mean, like he would take an order today.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, there's a lot more, but
Okay.
I'll let you get on with the rest
All
of
right.
the show.
Fine. I want to take a phone call is what I want to do. 7336 422-7336. I wouldn't mind hearing from somebody. I'd like to know, are you watching on TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or radio? It's just a little survey. Would you call me? 7 are you utilizing, okay? Because I find that some people that are watching on their device don't like to call on the phone. So I'm just trying to find out who's watching where and what's it going to do to make you call on the telephone. 422-7336. Operators are standing by. We're absolutely as ready can be. So, all right, now when we go back on the radio, we're running out of time. So if you're going to call me, you got to call me quick. 422, what's it saying? What's it? 422-7336. 422-7336. I can't even remember the phone numbers. I got so many of them here. You ever think about that? Right in front of me, I've probably got a dozen things with phone numbers on them. So anyway, 422-7336. Nobody's going to call, so I'm going to quit offering that. So what is next? Okay, Wellers. We're here for you. We've really had a good year, so I can't say thank you enough to everybody, but I want to tell you something. I'm so uncomfortable about next year, about the flow of product, okay? And I'm not saying this just because I want to sell what I got, but I normally sit on 800 trailers. We're sitting on less than 200 trailers right now, and I'm in panic mode. Now, the interesting thing is I don't have a competitor that even has 200 trailers. So I've still got more than anybody, but that's not enough for me. Isn't that awful? I still got more than anybody, but it's not enough for me. So I'm trying to get to where we have 1,000, 1,200 trailers on the ground. But right now, if I order a trailer, I'm into June. That's a long time away. I'm not used to this. I say to myself, is this real? Is it really going to take this long to get the trailers or not? So I want to focus on what I have. So that's all I'm saying is what I have is what I have. And what I have, as long as I'm allowed to be open, I can sell to you today. I just don't want you to wait till the very last week of the year and find out my inventory is less. I can guarantee you none of the prices are going to go down. So if you're waiting for anything, I'm afraid all you're going to have is less to choose from. But that's up to you. I'm not trying to push you, but we offer financing, we take trades, and we desperately are looking for used trailers. So if you got a used trailer, there's a couple of requirements. It has to be yours. Okay. And you laugh. You say, well, why would anybody bring you a trailer that's not theirs and try to sell it to us? Well, it happens every day at Weller's in Bridgeville. So what I'm saying is if you have a trailer and you want to sell it, we would like to buy it. It has to be yours and it has to have a title with your name on it. Okay. And it has to have a visible VIN number. Other than that, we're great. We'll buy it and we'll sell it. So anyway, Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. Phone number's 337-8228. If I've confused you, they'll get you straight. I got Chuck Crichton running the place now. Chuck used to be in the trailer business. He and I merged and kind of teamed up. He had his own business for 36 years, so he knows trailers inside and out. He actually used to build trailers. All right, I hear the radio station coming back on. Hang in there with me just a second. I got to take a pause. The pause is over, everybody. The pause is over, and I want to do one quick sponsor segment, and that is for my friend Kevin Short. And yes, he likes to be the smartest person in the room. We say that in a joking way, but Kevin is a pretty knowledgeable young man, okay? He, like myself, started in business when he was just a teenager. He's a good, homegrown success story, and Mid-South Audio is open today. Okay, so you can literally go into their state-of-the-art, brand new facility today. Saturday hours are 10 to 2. So check them out. They're right there in Milton, right on as you go into town. If you're going from Ellendale to Milton, they're right on the right. They are where Wyoming Millworks used to be. And you can stop by and say hi. Mark Johnson is running the store. There's a studio there. There's lots of different things going on, but it's a great place to do some Christmas shopping. Stop in and see if there's anything that you might be interested in. And that is midsouthaudio.com. You can learn a lot there. And the phone number is 856-6993. 856-6993. All right, my next guest is the mayor of Georgetown, and I've just been watching him do a good job being the mayor during all this COVID stuff. I'm good. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to say good morning, Bill. How you doing?
Sir, good morning, and thanks for having me on here.
Yep. And I've really watched. I'm a Sussex County guy, but I just been keeping an eye. And you've been, I would say you're earning even more than ever. I mean, because everything's a challenge now.
Yeah, everything's a challenge, and you got to do what's right to try to protect what you've got. And
correct.
That means your businesses. That means your community. That means every way possible. You try to do things to hold everybody together.
Right. So walk me through it. Like, first of all, the church services at the Marva Museum.
Yes.
At one point, I think you were winding down. Are you still going, or what are your thoughts there?
Last Sunday was our last one.
Okay.
Until the first of the year.
Okay.
After the first of the year, we're going to move the operation out to Sand Hill Fields, simply because it'll be blacktop.
Good thinking.
We don't have to worry about tearing up yard and everything. And people have agreed that they're all coming back. So this last Sunday, we had 48 cars to finish up.
Wow. I want to thank you for doing that. In other words, nowhere in the job description of being mayor does it say you have to creatively come up with church services in a COVID thing, but you did it. In other words, I think Brian Pettyjohn was a big part of it.
If it hadn't been for the senator, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But Brian and I worked good together.
And you did. And
we teamed up. And, when people were leaving at the end of the Sunday service and they waved to you and they got a smile on their face, that's what it's about.
Right.
You're bringing the community together to be one.
And
that's what it's
it done.
Yeah.
So can you talk to me about the nativity scene this year? Is it something we can talk about? Or
well, I just saw on Facebook where the good old boys are looking. I don't know if it's a week long that they're going to do it, but I think it said the 18th and the 23rd or 24th.
Okay.
So I
something's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and they're looking at they were looking at doing a fantastic one, even bigger, Christmas Eve.
Really?
So we're trying to get them in one of the quadrants instead of being right in the circle. That way we
Okay.
can block off the traffic and all, and get more people and have our
Okay.
social distancing.
Excellent.
That's what they're looking
right.
to do. So.
Yeah, and I like that you're trying to do everything as right as you need to
Oh,
do
yeah,
it. You know,
yeah, yeah.
because it's important that everybody is safe at a
Yes,
public gathering.
yes.
So, is there anything else coming up in Georgetown you want to chit chat
Well,
about?
Linda Price,
Okay.
president of the chamber. We're trying to do like a reverse Christmas parade where all the entries are parked around the circle and bring the traffic in from one direction to go around the circle and out another way, so people can see some of the floats and see some of the
A
the
drive-by.
Yes.
Okay.
But people need to call the chamber and sign up because it's very slim right now, and if we don't start,
If you don't
getting-
participate, you can't have it. Okay.
I think December 1st is going to be the cutoff, so they
That's
need to
Tuesday.
get a hold of Linda as soon as possible
All right.
to make plans for that. And the other thing that we've put into play through the chamber and is decorations. Get in fill out an application for the decorations of your house. Win
okay.
something.
Okay.
So this is something the chamber's done. The chamber has stepped up, and they're doing a lot of active things to help the town of Georgetown. So,
Wow. Linda Price is a go-getter.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It must be a short person thing.
That's it. That's it.
You, I,
That's
Linda,
it.
we're all vertically challenged.
We all can't be tall.
Right. We all can't be tall. Brian's tall.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So, anything else going on? How was your Thanksgiving, I guess?
Fantastic.
Good.
My granddaughter's up from North Carolina, her
Okay,
and her
good.
mother and father, and we spent time Thursday together. They've been here, and it's just wonderful. I took her down to Rehoboth last night on the boardwalk.
Okay.
And got her some ice cream. A
Okay.
2-year-old's got to have ice cream.
Right. Absolutely. It's mandatory.
Yeah, so we went down there last night, and she really enjoyed that.
Oh, good.
So it's a blessing. I'm very thankful for my family and all the friends that I've got around town that have helped me make that town what it is.
You do have a good group.
Yes, I do.
I see you as a mayor and as a group and as a town. You're working in unison. You're working for the people of the town.
You can't sit back nowadays and expect things to get done.
Correct.
And to make people happy. But with the concerts that we put on,
I remember that. Yeah, I like that.
That's drawn people together, and I can walk around and spend 3 or 4 minutes talking to them about what's on your mind. What do you think I
Correct.
need to do? What do you think you don't like? And by doing things like that gives me more time to spend time with people
Yes.
instead of sitting in their house.
Yeah.
And that's been fantastic. People have enjoyed that, and it's a lot of the same ones week after week. But this past year, we started seeing people from other parts, from Lewis,
Okay.
from Bridgeville, from Seaford and Laurel. So
Okay.
people were coming from all over to attend the concerts. So,
I know some people came all the way from Lincoln.
Yeah.
So.
I think I know who they were.
Yep. So it was good. So anything else you want people to know, or is there any other message you have? I don't have a real agenda. I just
well, no. If you're in town, try to sponsor, not sponsor, but try to
Support.
spend some money and
Yeah.
support my business and my restaurants. I said they've struggled through this.
Oh,
so
my. Yeah.
if you're on Facebook, become a friend of mine, and I share every special that the restaurants have on a
Okay.
daily basis, so we can keep them active and keep their doors open.
Absolutely.
Keep their doors open.
And I appreciate that commitment too, as
Yeah.
the mayor, wanting to make sure. I heard you say, I don't want to lose one business. In
No,
other words, you
no.
know.
Well, that was burying of the hatchet up there. After they wanted to have food trucks, and I said, let's not do that this year. Let me direct the people down Main Street to
the businesses that are there 12 months a
That
year.
is
Right.
correct. And
Right.
that's and when I got up there and said a few words, that was some of the words I said. Please, at the end of the day,
Yep.
I don't care if you buy a muffin
Right,
that looks
something.
that looks like Brian Pettigen, but go down
Right.
there and buy something. So
Yeah.
people started walking down that way, so that
Yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah, it was real good. It was a good
Brick
thing. So,
Hotel is doing a fantastic job, and he told me it was one of his best lunches
that was nice.
that he's had in a long time. So
Yeah.
that
Well,
that
very
makes me
good.
feel good. We're
I
doing the
agree.
right things for
Right.
the businesses.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to leave you if that's okay. You want a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's?
No, I'm fine, sir.
You're fine.
Give one to
Well,
somebody else.
All right. That's what I got a run of that today. Everybody's saying
Just
pass
want to
them,
wish everybody
pass them
happy
forward.
Thanksgiving and happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I
And,
might not see you before Christmas, so Merry
okay.
Christmas,
Yep,
you
Merry
know,
Christmas.
and just keep in mind if you ever have anything, we'll reach out to you. But if you got stuff, just
I will.
We'd like to help you promote
Yep.
things. Okay.
Well, thank you very much for everything you're doing, Jim.
I'm trying. All right. Well, I'll see
All
you.
right.
Take
All
care.
right.
All right. See ya. There he goes, everybody. Mayor Bill West, and it's hard being a mayor. There's a lot going on right now, and it's hard keeping everybody straight and trying to keep everybody happy, and so on and so forth. So I appreciate him. Now I believe 9 to noon is the Saturday Spotlight with Dan Gaffney, and I really have enjoyed listening to him on Saturdays. So if you can't get enough of him 5 days a week, you can now get him on Saturday mornings, 9 to noon for the Saturday Spotlight. Weller's is open. That's kind of one of my favorite subjects here lately is Weller's is open. We are starting to find some really odd stuff. We're digging through some tractor trailer bodies of merchandise, and we found these white stars. I don't even know what they are, but in other words, and so they're selling them, and Denise spotted them, and she wanted to have one. Now the light bulbs don't work in them, so she figured out what light bulb it was and fixed it. So I guess it was called a C7. A C7 light bulb's pretty popular little thing in the craft world. But we got all kinds of interesting stuff. We're digging out some more weird stuff. They dug out some purse organizers and some lighted dog leashes. They were retractable and they lit up or something. And we sold them things like hotcakes. I don't think we have anymore. So this is some weird stuff that we've bought over the years, truckloads of stuff. You need to watch our Facebook page. We're constantly posting this stuff and just liquidating it. So if you want to just stop in Weller's on Route 13 in Bridgeville and just say hello, there's Chuck or Mike or Jimmy or Rosa. A good little group of people there. Just stop in and say hello. Are you okay? Okay. Hold on. Rosa's going? No, I don't know. Rosa's quit and I don't even know it. Oh my gosh. I need somebody to verify that. Has Rosa quit working at Weller's? I don't think she has. Rosa, if you've quit and didn't tell me, I'm upset. So anyway, listen to me, folks. We have a good time at Weller's, and I think Rosa's working. There's Rosa, there's Mike, there's Chuck, and there's Jimmy on the front end. Then in the middle, there's Casey, and then there's Sharon. And then in the shop, there's George. And we have another gentleman starting on Tuesday that's going to give us a hand around the place. So anyway, we have a lot of people working at Weller's, and we appreciate each and every one of them. I'd like to spend a little time on the telephone. So is there anybody that would like a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's, all right? Or you just have a little story you want to share that's kind of got to do with Thanksgiving, all right? Now, the show next week, now, I always forget to do this. We're going to be talking about a foundation called Cole Strong. Laura Lynn Willie is going to be joining us next week. Linda Price, we just mentioned her name. She's going to be joining us, okay? About the Topsy-Turvy Parade. It's going to be interesting. And guess who else is going to be on? Oh, I factored in a lot more time for this guy. Every time he comes on, we get a good feedback. Sky Brady, okay? Going to sing some songs, play some music. I don't know what he's going to do. But one of the people, I have a lot of good guests, but for some reason, our viewership and our feedback is usually very strong when he's on. So if you know Sky Brady, and you want to share a story about him, or you want him to sing or play a favorite song, please let us know. He's going to be joining us next week. So next week, it's going to be Linda Price. We're going to talk about what's going on there, and then Laura Lynn Willie, and then Sky Brady. And I think that's all. So you'll notice I'm trying to slow down, talk more clearly, talk through things is what we're trying to accomplish. So I want to say thanks a lot for everybody watching the show. I think Denise and I are going to go get a Christmas tree today. And I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to buy some pavers. We're going to Milford Brickworks or the Milford Brickyard or whatever. We need some pavers. Jenny's got a shed coming, and it's coming Monday. and we need some pavers for that. What else have I got going on? I'm buying a new vehicle. I've decided it's going to be a Chevrolet Tahoe 2021. I'm going to order that thing. And yep, nice looking. I debated between a Cadillac Escalade, a Yukon, and this. And some of it had to do with money, and some of it had to do with the grill, and the rest of it had to do with they all got a lot of the same features. But anyway, so I am going to get a new vehicle. What else is going on? I have a land purchase planned for the first part of the year. Hopefully it'll go through. I sold a building lot the other day. I'm kind of excited about that. That's supposed to go to settlement not till February, but that was a nice, pleasant surprise. So, lots of stuff going on. So, I just want to let you know if you need anything that Weller sells, we are trying our best to just keep up with everybody. People call and say, Jim, is your phones working? I do need to tell you, there are only 4 people in that showroom, and sometimes they're sitting there with nothing to do. And sometimes there's 14 people waiting to be waited on. So we do our best one by one. We don't get rushy with people. When you talk to us about a shed or a carport or a swing set or a trailer and you want to talk 10 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes, we allow you the time you need to make a good, quality, educated decision with your purchase. But at the same time, it's when we get busy, we get busy. So we're there. We'll do a good job for you. That's about the size that Weller's is going to get right now. We are adding another gentleman next Tuesday, and I got one more clerical position. I don't know what exactly it's going to be, but we got some other stuff we're going to do different next year. And next year is the year that I personally plan on working a little less. Okay. So people that know me know I'm having all kinds of problems with my back, which is also transcended down to my knee. And I've just been in a lot of pain for the past 2 years, and I'm just getting tired of it. I was getting the back injections. I've got gel injections in my knee. Nothing's really working like it should. But right now I'm on nothing, and I'm hurting puppy all the time. So if you see me, you would know it. My face is always grimacing, and people are like, I don't see you as active on Facebook. You don't call me like you used to. I just don't feel good like I used to. So it's this back pain has got me. So other than that, I just want to say thanks for all the people that watch the show, listen to the show. The phones are on. If you want to give me a call, I'd love to hear from you. I will gladly give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's. Actually, today we have had a run of everybody's like, go ahead and move them on to somebody else. I thought that was really kind of nice. But anyway, Weller's is open. Wilson's auction is open. Colin's got the deal on TV ads. A lot of good things going on this year. And I appreciate each and everybody's support and friendship, and got to know a lot of you personally through the years with the show. We do have a new location, okay? We do have a new location to physically take the show. We have a commitment, and we and they are just waiting for when is it the right time, because we don't want to move, try to encourage people to come into this business and find out they're only allowed to have so much business. So we all are just trying to figure out what the rules are now, and are they going to change more in a week or two. But we do have a new location for Weller Does Delmarva for a while. But if you're watching and you say, I would love for you to broadcast this show live from the lobby of my business, from my showroom. Okay. So if you own a business and you could see us doing this show live on location, we do move around every now and then. We like to do it for a few months, before we leave there. But there's a lot of equipment. We would need a lot of internet. But, later next year, we may be up for moving again somewhere else, preferably restaurants, somewhere with food. But we like to draw people in on Saturday mornings and chit chat with them, and our different guests come and go, and so on and so forth. So we're for hire. We're for hire. I don't want to do it just one time here and one time there. I want to go somewhere because there's a lot of equipment involved, and I want to go there, need to be able to store the equipment and stay there for a few weeks, and then, go again somewhere else or something like that. So thank you, everybody, again for your support. I'm going to look on my Facebook page. There's about 5 or 6 Facebook pages that are watching the show. So I just want to say thanks a lot to all the different people that are watching the show. There's the TV audience, the radio, the Facebook, the YouTube, and then, of course, the people that come in the building where we're at. So with that said, the phone is open. I'd like a phone call or two. I'm running out of words. Next thing you know, I'm going to start reading my ads. Okay? Hey, I will tell you something I got to give away. Here's a good spicy giveaway. It's just a good one. A $25 gift card. A $25 gift card. Now, this is Rudy's Family Restaurant in Harrington. I got one of these. A $25 gift card. If you would like this, I need you to call me right now. You would pick it up at Weller's in Bridgeville, Tuesday through Saturday. One gift card to Rudy's Family Restaurant. I'm giving it away for free for the first caller that gets through at 422-7336. 422-7336. I got a gift card to Rudy's Family Restaurant. If you would like it, pick up the telephone and call me right now. I did want to mention something else. I know I have talked a lot about contractors, possibly business people wanting to spend some money on a trailer between now and the end of the year. All right, I'll hold up and take the phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And what is the nature of your phone call, sir?
I understand Rudy's has a gift to give today.
Oh, man. It's a shame you weren't the only one to get through. No, you're the only one to get through. So what is your name?
I'm Joe.
Joe. How you spelling Joe nowadays?
EOJ.
EOJ. Okay. $25 gift card to Rudy's. You know where Rudy's is?
I do not, but I'm going to find it.
Okay. Well, it's got great food. They're actually open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day.
Great.
So, well, double check that, because now that you can only have 30%, I don't know if anything's changed or not. But I know this much. I got a gift card at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, and I'll put Joe on it, and you can stop and pick it up. Is that okay?
Thank you much, Jim. Appreciate
All right.
it.
And are you watching on TV or radio, or how are you hearing or seeing the show?
I'm the radio guy.
Radio guy. Okay. Well, then I appreciate that.
As well.
Okay. Bye-bye. Now that made the telephone ring. Okay. I only had one. So Joe, enjoy. I didn't mention this, but if he would take a selfie when he gets there and tag me in it, I wouldn't mind. James J. Weller Jr. on the Facebook. So that was good. So Vanderwin's gift cards haven't given away any today. Is there anybody that would like 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's? Call me right this minute. I got less than a minute. So 422-7336. If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's, call me now. If not, we will say this is the first week that we never gave away any Vanderwin's gift cards. That's amazing. So that'll be just that many more I've got to give away next week. So I want to thank you for watching this show. If you ever want to be on it, if you're an organization or a business, you need some help saying something, promoting something, getting something done, give me a call. Best number to reach me would be 542-9157. 542-9157. If you want to get a hold of me and talk to me about anything, I got billboards, ads for rent. Oh, is that the phone? Take it real quick. This has got to be quick. Caller, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you calling about the Vanderwin's?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. 2 Vanderwin's. What is your name?
Joe.
Not the same Joe that just called.
No, I spelled mine Joe.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Joe, we're going to put 2 gift cards aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville. Is that all right?
It sounds good.
Hey, Joe, would you mind if I got your last name? Would that be too much to ask? Okay.
Yeah. It's Croce. Croce.
Croce. Were you related to Jim Croce?
No, I wish I was, though.
Okay. All right. Time in a Bottle. Is that his song? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joe, have a good weekend, okay?
You too, sir. Thank you.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
You too. All right. No more phone calls today. That was kind of cool. We got 2 Joes in a row. So, Joe Croce. All right. So anyway, other than that, we've had a good day, a good show. Weller's is open. I'd like you to support my business. We are going to the Brickyard, Denise and I, to get some bricks. And then we're going Christmas tree shopping. And that's about the plan, okay? So anyway, other than that, I thank you each and everybody. I've got Tracy here helping out. I want to thank Jackie, who's not here, who works through the week. Katie puts the collage together. There's a lot of moving parts on this little show, a lot of hands in the pie. But anyway, then I've also got Colin Sr., I guess Colin, the boss. Then there's Colin the second, who listens to the boss sometimes. And then Jonathan is off today. He took off for the Black Friday shopping. I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, other than that, we've had a good time. It's Lawrence back at the station. You can listen to Dan Gaffney. The Saturday Spotlight is coming up. And I hear the music. So I'm going to say God bless you. Goodbye. And until next Saturday, I'll see you later. All right, so 30 seconds, everybody. So thank you for watching the show, TV Delmarva. Do not forget, if you want to purchase some advertising on TV Delmarva, Colin's got the deal for you. 302-242-8015, 242-8015. Call him right now and just say, Jim's got a really good looking hairdo going on. 10 seconds. Other than that, everybody have a good weekend. Be careful, be kind, be courteous, be thrifty, be wise, and be by. I'll see you. Bye-bye.